Hi, and welcome to this BassLabs fishing Freview. Today we're checking out the Z-Man trigger hook. This is a 4/0 with a 1/8 ounce weight on it. These are basically keel weighted hooks or belly weighted hooks. Just Z-Man's take on it. It's supposed to be really good for their Z-Tech elastics, or whatever their proprietary material is. I got these just to use in regular plastics. I also have some just for those other Z-Man products, but so I have experience using both. I wanted just a good belly weighted hook, keel weighted hook, to throw, swim baits on, whatever. And I thought these looked interesting. I thought I'd give them a chance. I also saw them for a good price, so I picked some up, and right out of the box, I like the weight design. It's actually pretty darn weedless. It gets through the weeds really nicely. You notice here there's two little O-rings. These are to help hold your lure, your plastic, in place to prevent this hook from sliding up and down. And you see there's 2 points here. This is obviously the hook point, and over here is the point which you slide into your plastic lure, and this is where you attach your line to. So I thought it was a cool idea, because then you don't need to always rig it through the plastic and tear up your lures and stuff like that. So I got them, and this is how you use them. So, for example, this is a Berkeley Havoc Devil Spear. First, now I'm going to rig it a little bit differently than normal. I'll rig it sideways, kind of like this. This one's torn a little bit. Okay. So you see that's how it goes onto the lure. And that's one of the O-ring goes on the bottom, and I guess stays on top. Keep that in place. And here's the thing: when you first get a new lure, plastic lure out, soft plastic lure, and you rig it up, it's great, and it holds really nicely like that, and it doesn't slide, and you can throw it, and everything's great. The problem is it does not stay that way for very long. I guess I'll sacrifice this lure, but these barbs don't really hold on to plastic. I mean, I've never really, in my entire fishing experience, ever found barbs that were enough to hold plastic, especially if you're throwing them and casting them and stuff like that. It just, one backlash is going to tear, and then it's never going to stick in the same. I guess you can stick it in other directions and different angles and stuff, but not a huge fan of that. And on top of that, I noticed in the back it always slides a lot as well. And I keep getting really disappointed in these hooks. I'll put them away, and then after a while I'll kind of see them like, what? It's like I couldn't remember why I stopped using them. Then I'll use them again, and then I'll remember why, and then put them away, and then the cycle continues. I've done that like 3 or 4 times now. But you know what? I want to break that cycle. I want to share. I really don't like these hooks. I hate them, actually. The one thing I would say that might save it is if you can get a good price on them, like a really good price, like an amazing price on them, and then you'd have to do some mods. Like I'd imagine you'd have to get like a real thin wire, and then try to make like one of those corkscrew style attachments. And I mean, just overall, it's gonna be like so much work. But I bet if you did that, it would actually hold on really well. So you just have the screw going around this end, and then you would plug it in. Just be like the center pinning, quote unquote center pinning technology that Owner uses for their center pins. You'd be able to just screw it in, and then once you had that, I think it would be very, very solid. So, but I mean, that would be a ton of work. You'd have to like wrap it and then epoxy it, and you know, maybe as a hobbyist you could do a few. So if you really want to put in some work, I think these might be worth it if you can get them for practically free and you just want to put some effort into making. Otherwise, I think if you did that, it'd be a really good hook. I might have to do that and put up a video about it. Yeah. So again, just to do that work, I'm kind of like dreading it right now. But otherwise, like straight out of the box, even in terms of sharpness, like right now, it's barely passing. I think I quickly gave it a sharpening before that, right when I took it out of the box. So it didn't even come that sharp. Overall, I don't think I would get these again. But like I said, if you really want to do some fiddling, I think that it has a lot of potential, but it's gonna take like a lot of work to get at that point. So yeah, I would not get these again. Until next time, come back and check out our other BassLabs fishing Freviews. Thanks a lot.